Hello journeymen and journeywomen, it's Kathy here, and you're watching Tesla Journey. So for today's video, we are going to be talking about 5 things I like and 5 things that I don't like about my Tesla Part Dos. I'd say it's been around a month or so since I've uploaded part 1 of this video, where I talked about things that I liked and didn't like about the car, and I thought it was now time for Part Dos. A lot of you said that you wanted a part 2 to that video, so here it is. I hope you guys like it. So one thing I like about this car would be the quietness of the vehicle. And so it's just really great because whenever you play music in the car, you can just hear everything from the bass to the acoustics. It's really hard to explain because in a normal car, if you play music, there'll be at least one part of the music that you won't be able to hear. I personally talked to other owners and all of them have said that they used to play the same music in their old car, and then when they played that music in their Tesla while they were driving on the freeway, they heard parts of the song that they never heard before. And you know, we're all equally surprised by how quiet this car is and how the sound is just perfectly tuned towards the cabin of the quiet car. So it's just really quiet. There's no engine noise, there's no vibrations of anything in the car, so you can't really hear anything. And so it just adds to the quietness of the vehicle. And also, if you guys didn't know already, all Teslas basically come with tires that have foam on the inside of them, which I'll add a picture to right here. So the foam inside the tires basically absorbs like most of the sound that comes from like the road and the contact with the tire. So with the foam, you know, you get less sound and less of that sound is transferred into the cabin, which adds to the quietness of the vehicle, making it one of the quietest cabins out of all vehicles. The second thing I like about this car is the smooth acceleration of the car. And so I know in my last video when I talked about 5 things I like and don't like, I talked about the instant torque. But in this video I'm talking about something slightly different, which is the smooth acceleration. Now I know they're pretty similar, but with the instant torque, you know, it's just boom, right off the line, you're off like a rocket or an airplane or whatever the case may be. But with smooth acceleration, what I'm thinking is more of the like non-jerkiness of the car. Normal cars, you don't really feel it, but you can hear it if you listen carefully. You can hear the change of gears whenever you're accelerating in a normal car. But with this car, there's no gears. There's only one gear, so no changes of gears, which means smooth acceleration. So if you listen to like any of those like cars that have like as we like to call it, noise pollution, like, you know, your typical Lambos or Ferraris and all that, you know, like when they accelerate you can hear the vroom and then it lets off and then vroom and then it lets off, you know, you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? I think you get what I'm saying. So it's like this car basically doesn't let off at all, so it just continues to go. That's what I mean by the smooth acceleration. And so it's just like a bullet, like nothing ever really stops it unless you decide to stop it, you know. You don't have to deal with the whole this type of motion going on and potentially risking getting whiplash because, you know, everything's possible, right? The third thing I like about this car is the white seats. Well, I've mentioned obviously a lot that I have mad love for these white seats. I love them. I don't know what else to say. I mean, besides the fact that they're vegan and not hurting any animals, they are truly actually stain resistant, so it's pretty crazy. I remember once someone asked about blue jean stains, and back then it didn't happen for me, but now, okay, so let me explain. I do have blue jean stains, but, well, I had blue jean stains. With the blue jean stains, all I did was took one of those little magic erasers and just wiped it off, and it came right off. So you will get blue jean stains, but you can wipe them off easily. So for those of you who were asking about blue jean stains, there's the answer. Magic eraser. I have yet to try out the Tide pen, but once I do, I will let you guys know. These seats are just super comfy. Even a lot of people like say that the white seats have like a certain material that just don't compare to other seat options. I haven't tried any other vegan seats yet because I have yet to find one of them, but according to a lot of owners, they find that the white seats tend to be the softest and the comfiest. The fourth thing I like about this car is the minimalistic style of the car. Like, even with the Model 3, I feel that the Model 3 is more minimalistic than this car. The Model S and the Model X, since they're pretty similar, are minimalistic already. And what I mean by that is there's not too many buttons really compared to most cars, besides your hazard lights and your glove box opener. Nothing really. You've got buttons on your steering wheels just to control music, voice commands, and your climate control and all that, but it's really not that complicated. And also, truly what I'm aiming for when I say minimalistic is the gear selector. So, like, you know, in other cars you have your parking brake, and then you have your actual gear selector, and then, you know, you have to like turn the car on with your key. But this car, you know, you just need your key fob, and you don't even need to touch it, you just have to have it on you. There's no parking brake, there's only an electronic parking brake, so there's no physical lever that you need to pull up to like have it engage. But like all you have to do is like pull down on the gear selector or push it up, whatever you need, rear, neutral, drive, or park. And so that's pretty much to it when it comes to starting the car. And the fifth thing I like about this car is software updates. So this past weekend I just went to a weekend social, and which is why last week I wasn't able to do any videos or live streams. On the bright side, it was very educational, as is every weekend social. Half the time I know everything that they're talking about already, but it's still cool because you get to meet with other owners. You also get to meet with employees from that specific showroom so that, you know, you kind of know them next time you go if you need to. So one of the things they talked about during the weekend social was the software updates. The thing is, as time goes on, this car basically gets better. Because, you know, I actually recently just got another update, which was the update for 2017.4 to a 88C HD5. Really complicated names, but yeah, so just yesterday I actually got this update, so it's like getting a Christmas present, honestly. It's like one morning you wake up and then your phone's like, software update is available for your car. It's just like, oh, you know, it's just the best moment ever. And then you just run out. I don't know if anyone else does this, but me, I will literally run a marathon to my car and start the update because I'm so excited. The car gets better with time. You're always constantly going to be getting updates for the car to make it better. You know, especially with autopilot, as they are constantly improving autopilot, you're going to get better features, and it's going to be better at maintaining itself keeping itself within a lane, and switching lanes smoother and faster. It just gets better and better. And now for the things that I don't like about the car. So the first thing of that would be, if I try playing a song on here using streaming or Slacker, like I find that if I type in something or I use a voice command like play a certain song, so it'll play that song. It'll play it all the way through. Usually the first time I say it on like the beginning of a day, it'll play it right away. But once that song's over, and sometimes, you know, we like songs a lot, so we want to keep it on repeat. And also what I find is if I try to search that song up again or like voice command it to like play that song again, it usually won't. It'll go to another song of that artist, but it won't play that same song again. I'm really not sure as to how that exactly works, but for me personally, it's never played the same song twice in the same drive. The second thing I don't like is the quick connection phone dock. Now, let me explain that too. I personally have a phone that's USB-C. So, Tesla currently, I don't know if they're doing it right now. I haven't heard word from any owners that Tesla is currently selling cars that comes with a USB-C cable. So, it's kind of annoying because currently the only two options are Lightning or micro USB. And so, a lot of devices nowadays are USB-C. So, you know, it's really hard to charge the phone. But yeah, it'd be nice if Tesla could make wireless, like integrate wireless chargers into their car. That'd be pretty cool. And another thing I don't like is the soft paint. A lot of you probably know that this car has probably like the softest paint in the world because it just scratches so easily, and you know, or like swirl marks. Yeah, I mean, with the Tesla factory, you know, they have some like environmentally friendly requirements and all that, so their paint is really soft. it is really, it's not too easily scratchable. Okay, so I feel like I'm like exaggerating it. Sorry, like I'm not saying like, no, this paint sucks. Okay, it doesn't suck, but compared to paint on traditional cars, you know, this one just tends to scratch a bit more easily and tends to get swirls more easily, which is why people who decide to own Tesla should never go to the car wash, like those automatic ones, or even any car wash in general. Honestly, I personally don't trust anyone. I'm sorry. You know, the people, even if they hand wash it, it's like they use those rags, and sometimes I just don't trust that they're actually like washing them out before they use it on the next car, because otherwise they're gonna leave swirls, and that's just, yeah. But I mean, if you have your car protected with like Expel or Secret's Finest or whatever the case may be, some type of paint protection method, then you should be good. But even then, I wouldn't recommend it. Like some people, I see them like taking them to like the car wash. I'm just like, sweetie, no. Don't do this to your baby. This is how swirl marks are born, and scratches and everything, and your sadness for days. So I personally wash my own car because I only trust myself to wash this car. I will literally not even let my own parents wash this car. I'm so sorry, but actually, why am I sorry about that? I don't know why I'm sorry about that, but I wash this car myself. It takes me around 3 hours because I'm such a perfectionist when it comes to this car. Anything else, I'm just, I don't know what it is about this car, but I swear I'm hella OCD when it comes to this car. And that 3 hours, by the way, does not even include the interior. So, yeah, I put a lot of effort into this car. But my mind's truly worth it, so I'm not complaining. I'm not saying, hey, I have to do all the work, you know. I don't mind washing this car. The fourth thing that I don't like would have to be no lighted mirrors. I think that every single Model S owner has said this before. Currently, the Model S is the only car out of Tesla's fleet that doesn't have lighted mirrors. And not like the rear view mirrors, all those mirrors, like the mirrors in the visor. Like, you know, when you flip it up and you look at yourself because you're so beautiful. Like, even the Model 3 has lighted mirrors. So it's like, come on now, Tesla, like, why couldn't you include lighted mirrors with this car? I don't really use this mirror at all, to be honest. But, I mean, I occasionally do, as everyone does. And it would be really nice to have lights on them, especially at night. Because these dome lights, they're hella yellow, and half the time it's just not gonna give you any justice. If Tesla ever decides to do like a recall of Model S's for like lighted mirrors on these guys, I think it'd be greatly appreciated by a lot of people. And the last thing I don't like, I shouldn't say I don't like because this didn't personally come from me. This is one of those where it came from other people that I've had in this car, and so that the headrests are very hard. I don't know, I personally don't think they're too hard. I don't know why I keep on banging my head against that. But, I mean, they're pretty soft, in my opinion. I guess they're slightly firm compared to other cars' headrests, but, I mean, I personally don't feel that they're too hard. I personally like things that are more firm and supportive, so I personally don't have a problem with them, but some of my relatives have been complaining about, like, because my dad likes to accelerate like cray-cray. So, you know, like whenever he takes them on like many road trips, then like he'll just be like zoom, and then some of my relatives be like, I'm gonna like break my head on this thing. That's probably just an exaggeration, but truly these aren't that hard in my, I guess it's just a matter of personal opinion, honestly. I can't imagine having something like memory foam for a headrest. I mean, I get it as a pillow, but like as a headrest, I don't, yeah. That's one thing that people have been saying that they don't like is the headrests. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to leave a like down below and a comment of your thoughts and your questions if you do have any, as I would love to answer them, as you guys know. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, make sure you do, because more videos will be coming soon. If you're in the market for a Model S or a Model X, you can use this referral code right here, and you'll be able to save $1,000 and get free supercharging for life. But that is only for the next 2 days. By the time this video is uploaded, the $1,000 credit will be ending at the end of this month on October 31st. Thanks again for watching. Engage yourself in the future.